Everyone, this is Carolynne from NonnasNuttyKrafts, and you can find on Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, and YouTube. So today we are gonna make a cute little gift that you can give that somebody can buy it at your craft show and little gifts. So let's get started. Now the first thing you're gonna need to do, I got these little crates, and I got this crate at the Dollar Tree. Just simple little crate. Now I do recommend some of the crates can be a little rough, so take a little piece of sandpaper, maybe in at the handles here, and just sand it down a little bit before you paint it. Now the paint colors, you could do them in any color you want. What I did, I chose red and white today. So I've kind of jumped ahead on some of the steps here so that we can get going. So I've already painted two of them, one at red and one at white. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do to decorate them. So I'm going to switch my camera here so that you can see it better from the side. So let's take the white one, for instance, first. Now, what I did, I have a Cricut. Now, you can take words that you can cut out of a magazine if you want to do this with your child. But I went ahead and I made these on Cricut. And this one's going to say, baby, it's cold outside. And we're going to put it just like this. Okay. Now I'm putting it so I can put things inside. You can use it for tier trays or displays. You can also turn it upside down and make it like it looks like it's a stack of books. But for this project, we're going to do it this way. So the next step that I'm going to do in this, I have a little bag full of all the goodies I need. I got some, you can use clear contact paper if you want. And I'm going to start with the big words. And what I do is I just peel this off. This is the sticky part. And I'm going to place it on top of my word just like that. Now you can use, if you don't have these tools for Cricut, you can use, cake spreader. You can use one of those. And I'm just going to try to make sure that all the letters get stuck onto there, not onto the table. And then what I'll gently do is just peel it back. Now see, it's not sticking here. So I'll take my little scraper here and I'll do it again. And that happens. There we go. And I just go gently down to make sure I get all the letters pulled off. Now you decide which side you want to do this on. If one side looks better than the other, it's up to you. So baby, it's cold outside goes on the bottom. Now this can be the tricky part. This stuff, which is made by Cricut, has lines on it. I don't know if you can see it very well. Let me see if I do it this way. See, it has lines. So you can line your word up on the line, which helps you to make it straighter. I don't always get it on the line, so I have to ad lib. And what you want to do is place it down. Don't press on it until you make sure you have it exactly where you want it. And what I do is I go ahead and I'll push down, oops, like in the middle or on an edge. I like to do the middle. And I hold it back to see if I'm crooked. Now, to me, this looks a little crooked, like it's going on the downward side. Because once you press this all the way on, you're not going to be able to take it off because it's going to be stuck. There we go. So see, it's just like that. And then I'll take my little scraper thing here and I'll just rub it on here just like this. And I'll do the reverse thing of taking it off. My part of my eye, the little dot of my eye didn't come off. Voila. Look how cute. So then I'll take my next word, words, and I'll do the same thing again. Now, what you decide to put in these is your choice. If you even want to put anything in there, since we're doing these as little gifts that people can buy, I've chosen some gifts and I'll show you what they are once we get this one done. Now, the reason why I chose the bigger letters because words first is because then the smaller word is easy enough to line up, but I want to line up these with each other. Um, they're about the same length. So I want to do that first. So let's do that. And again, I hold it back and I look to make sure that I have it, centered where I want it. And if it's good, I'll do the same thing and press down on it. And gently pull it off. There we go. And let's get the last word on there. Now, you could put whatever sayings you want. So keep in mind, I'm doing this for the Christmas holidays, but you can also do these for baby shower gifts, birthday gifts, for wedding party favors. So it's endless what you can do these for. Anniversaries. And for babies, you can do it's a boy, it's a girl, and put the party favors in there that you want to give away for those. And there's the word baby. Voila. And I usually like to press down it just to make sure. I'll hold it on the side to make sure it looks like it's all pressed down. So we got that one done. Now let's go ahead. We're going to get the red one done. Now this one I've already put this on it. So let's make sure I got it. Now this one's going to say hot cocoa, milk, and cookies on it. Nope, didn't get all the letter. Now I chose the blue on this one because it's cold. So it's blue and white. It's cold outside. Okay. So this is one of my longer words. So this is what I'm going to put on top. I have hot cocoa, milk, and cookies. But hot cocoa is the longest of my words. So that's the one I want to choose to put on first. And then I can line everything else up from that. Nope, that's on an angle. There we go. Peel that off. Now you can peel this off on an angle, which is what I'm doing. There we go. Now the next one I'm going to do is cookies. That's my other big word. So let's get cookies going. My cookies. And I'm going to line that up with the hot cocoa. See? And then we have hot cocoa and cookies. Now, during this time, if you wouldn't mind, I would love it if you do this. That would be great. I love seeing everybody on my different pages and all. So come and join me at any time. I am on Facebook. And I'd love to see you guys here. All right. So let's go to our camera there. All righty. So we got baby, it's cold outside, and now we need the word milk. And what did I do with my little paper? Here it is. Now I'll reuse this as many times as I can rather than constantly cutting something, a new piece. And then when it doesn't stick anymore, then of course I'll throw it away. But you can usually get a couple of times out of these, you know, the contact paper stuff before you have to throw it away. And I think this might be the last time with this one. And a little bit of an angle there, so let me fix that. All right, and I think that's the last time I'm going to use this because things aren't sticking to it very well. So let's get rid of that, and I'll make sure everything's flat. And usually what I'll do is I'll take another piece like this, and I'll just run over everything again just to make sure everything is adhered to the surface that I want it to be. All right, so look, we have 2 boxes. How simple is that? You can't get any simpler than that. Now the next step that we're going to do, we got to put a ribbon on it, just like this one. So what we're going to do, now I've already pre-measured because I've done a couple of these. I chose this ribbon to go on this, and I measured this out at 10 inches. So, because I felt that was a good size. Now, if you're doing these where you're going to have it, you know, upside down, kind of thing like this, you can wrap the ribbon all the way around and you can put a nice bow on top of it here, if you want to do that. But then, of course, if you're going to have the words, you got to change your words around too. So keep that in mind. A piece of right here. There we go. So we're going to cut this at 10 inches. Set that to the side. And what I do first is I kind of decide how far in I want it from the edge. I only go, oh God, it's probably maybe a quarter of an inch, you know, in from the edge. Because it's almost the same size distance from here and what I'm doing from the ribbon. So I'm going to just fold that around first, wrap this around, and come around the other side. Because see, I don't want my edges to be my overhang. I want it overhang and hung in here. I didn't want it on top because I was afraid after time people grabbing things that in and out of the box that it would start fraying and make it come off. So we're going to go back around, and this has wire in it, so it makes it easy to bend. And we're just going to do it just like that. So I set it down on the side like this, and I have my hot glue gun all ready to go. And I just peel it back, and I'll just put some glue right here. Now, if you want to use a fabric glue or something else, that is your choice. Make sure my ribbon's straight, and I just press it. I just push it in like this and press it. As I come around the other side, I'm going to make sure I'm even where I want it to be so that it's even coming up on this side. I'll hold it in place with a finger, and I'll just put a little squiggly dab of glue. And that's just to keep it from sliding on the bottom and pressing it down. Do the same thing here. Pull it up, fold it in. Then I'm just going to open it up, put some glue in there, and then fold it back up and push it. Now, if you get little frays coming, I know you can't see this, just go ahead and give them a snip off. There you go. Done. So look at that. You have a little box. So let's go ahead and do our other one up. Baby, it's cold outside. Now I already pre-cut ribbon on that one. So I do have that cut. And I'm going to do the exact same thing. Again, these have wire in it. You don't have to use wired ribbon. You can use whatever ribbon you want. I chose to this because look how pretty that is. It just picks up all the colors, the snowflakes. Now, I got this ribbon. Now, I got this last year, and this is from Hobby Lobby, the blue one. And this one came from, I think, Hobby Lobby as well. No, this one came from Joann Fabrics. And these are ones I had. So I don't know if they have the exact same ones this year or not, but these are ribbons that I had and chose to use. But you can use any color, any design that you want. That is up to you. All right, so we got our first row. Again, I make sure my ribbon's straight on here. And what's nice when you have a pattern like this, it makes it easy to make it go straight. And again, I'm going to push it over, just like that. Wrap it around. And hold that in place. Take a little glue just to give it something to adhere to so it doesn't slide. And do the same thing again. Add a little glue. You don't need to add a lot, and I say that because you don't, when you press down on it, you don't want it gooing out all on the sides. If it does, give it just a few seconds and you can wipe it off. But be careful because it is hot glue. So now we have Baby It's Cold Outside, and we have hot cocoa and milk. So now what I did with these, and again, this is something you can put in it whatever you want to. I've tried a little coffee mug, but the coffee mug takes up a lot of space. Now, needless to say, because of the words on here, that's what I want to put in each of these boxes, something that pertains to it. Now, I can't put milk in the box, of course. So what I've done, I found these little cookies at the Dollar Tree. I've done that. I got a pack of 6 Swiss Miss, and this has marshmallows, and I use that one in there. So they have their hot cocoa and they have their cookies. The milk they're going to have to be on their own for. Now for the Baby It's Cold Outside, I found some of these, cute little socks. Again, you can get these at the Dollar Tree. These have the little things on the bottom. But you don't have to get those particular. It's whatever colors you want to do. And I got some of these little knitted gloves. And I try to match the socks as best as I can to the gloves. And then I put it in just like that. Now, if you're giving these to teachers, you could put different sayings on it and put teacher things in there, or if it's somebody at a business or whatever. So then I went and I bought, now I tried those little bags that you can get for kids' birthday parties, but they were too small because these are 6 inches wide and those bags are only 5.5 inch. So what I did, I bought a roll from the Dollar Tree of what they call clear wrap or like saran wrap. Now, just to give you an exact measurement, I did these on 2 different sizes trying to see which one works better. This had a little bit of a smaller piece. This one had a bigger piece, on it, and you could see the difference. This was more square, the red one, and this was more cut on a rectangle. But all I did was just take a bow, piece of ribbon, and tied it up, and it makes a cute gift. Don't you think? I think they're perfect. It's easy, it's simple, doesn't cost you a lot. So this is what buying the box is $1, the gloves are $1, the socks were $1, the cookies were $1. I got $1, I think it was $1 for 6 packs of cocoa, and $1 for the saran wrap. Now the saran wrap or the clear wrap, I only was able to get about 3 of these wrapped out of that, or maybe it was 4, 3 or 4. So you would have to buy more, or you can try to find a bigger roll at a different store if you want to. So that's it, guys. It's an easy gift to make, and you can make these whatever you want. So I do craft shows, so this was a cute little thing that I can make. I go to high school craft shows, and they need a little something sometimes for their little friend or for their teacher. And it's just a way of saying thank you and Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays. And you could do these for Thanksgiving. If you're having people over for Thanksgiving, set it up with a little something with it, in there. Maybe you even want to do it where you have it on their plate with their knives and forks all tied in there with a little, pumpkin or something they can take home. So it's endless ideas. So that's going to be it from Nona's Nutty Crafts. Okay, until next time, but don't forget to subscribe so that you know when I'm going to be having some new ideas for you. All right, y'all, take care. Bye bye.